Hello everyone, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion and the round 8 of season 10 of Prime. We are at Barber Motorsports Park, a first visit here for the league, I think, in its entirety, and certainly for Prime. My name's Gareth, joining me once again in commentary is Jools. Jools, how are you?
I'm here. Yeah, no,
Good
it's
stuff.
we've not raced here before. I didn't know it existed.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks that's been on, I think it's been on the service for a long time, but it's one of those tracks that doesn't seem to get much attention, sort of like I always get it confused with Mid-Ohio, but this is the one with the spider, and we can see it there on the screen.
Yep,
the fantastic
it's a spider one.
Sculpture.
I don't know. There's lots of tracks. We're doing this flying around the world thing in the league, and we're plotting routes between racetracks, and we're flying over Australia. We did Phillip Island and Melbourne. We're flying over another track, and I was like, oh, that track's nice. They should put that in iRacing. And Clay says it is in iRacing. Oh, never mind.
Which one was it? Was it Sandown?
Was it something with the
W? Oh, Winton.
Yeah.
Oh, Winton's horrible.
Yeah. Well, I saw it from several thousand feet in the sky.
Yeah. It's not great fun in real life. The triple
Probably
chicane,
why I've never raced it then, isn't it?
Yeah, true. We're sort of rapidly skipping over all the championship standings. It's still Rob Miller back on top after the last couple of rounds. Stupid Aguri on top still in the team standings, with Dave Lyon having a bit of a prolonged absence in the second half of this season. Practice results in Rob Miller 106.6, Gavin Kelly in second, and Ben Chalcraft in third. Then we've got Alex Murphy, Philip Miles, Team of Salutes, James Pepper up there. That's a great showing from James in P7. Term Lauren, Gareth Winslade and Stephen Maxwell rounding out top 10. Only 15 cars look in practice. That's a bit of a reduced grid. Such a shame considering
some people I guess don't have this track. Yeah, it happens. We got the grid.
Yeah, so it's Rob Miller on pole from Gavin Kelly, then Alex Murphy in third, then Tom Lauren, Ben Chalcraft, Gareth Winslade P6 there, Stephen Maxwell in 7th, Philip Miles in 8th, James Pepper in P9, not quite able to recreate that practice pace then, and Rich Meesters, great showing from him. There's Steve Pepper in 11th as well, so a cool camel triple. Team and Salutes down in 12th, Carrie Conway, he's in 13th, he's making his debut, I believe. Welcome to you. Then we've got Chris Forrester and Blake Tovey at the back.
Yeah, Blake's not going to start. He decided he was too intoxicated during qualifying.
Yeah, good idea.
Don't drink and race IndyCars.
Exactly, yeah. And this is a very short track, as we saw from that quali time of 106. So it's a fast and frantic circuit, isn't it?
It is. We've not got Dom Parker here, the championship rival to Miller. Don't believe he has the track. And as you say, there's quite a few other absences, probably also because they don't have the track.
Yeah, so only 118, one Stupid Aguri, one No Slots, No Glory. Yeah.
Yeah, and only 2 silver drivers, so it's going to be a battle between Maxwell and Miles, and I think we've got 5 bronze drivers, Winslade qualifying on bronze pole.
Yep, so we've still got a race for bronze and for gold, and a very small race for silver. Anyway, they're coming through the final corner, then getting set to get cracking at this racetrack. And there we go, then Miller's dropped the hammer, and we're racing at Barber Motorsports Park. Very, very fast turn 1 coming up then.
Yep, down the left-hander, and then up the hill into the right-hander.
Yeah, this track seems to be really characterised by the elevation changes and also by the number of blind corners.
A traction for Murphy. Oh, it's all gone.
Murphy is round. Yeah, that's a big shake-up. He gets it, keeps it out of the wall though, well held and recovered, but he's fallen to the back of the field. Only Team and Salutes behind him, so what's happened to Teamman?
He must have had something off the start line, unless he started from the pits.
Yeah, and here comes this is probably one of the signature pieces of track for here, isn't it? With triple apex chicane combo, and then that final apex is very, very tight.
Yeah, it's kind of just like try and straight line it basically, isn't it? You try and drive it as if it's not a chicane.
Exactly, but then the fact that it's also blind and you're falling downhill, as I said, the elevation changes in blind corners is...
and there's spiders everywhere looking at you.
There's way more spiders actually than you see from the cockpit. I didn't quite realise there was that many.
Yeah, there's a lot of spiders. Not for one.
Oh, that's a
people
big...
with arachnophobia.
Yeah, big crash for James Pepper then. A very common place to make a mistake there.
We've already got one lap on the board as well.
Yeah, we have. So Miller from Kelly from Malarin. Winslade now up into 4th, courtesy of Alex Murphy's mistake. Both Peppers now in the pit lane. That's a big shame.
Is that Murphy making a move on Forrester?
Yeah, and there's a big lock up behind him. Oh, Kerry going around. It's Kerry Conway looping it at the hairpin. It's pointing the right way though. And this chicane is quite entertaining on cold tyres, isn't it? It's really a little confidence lift in the first couple of laps and then flat out for the rest of the race.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, following someone is probably also a struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really. What do you think of the track? I like it.
I say it's quite fun to hot lap. Yeah, it's like kind of a roller coaster, blind corners kind of track. Certainly, you need to be on it to get a good lap time. So we look at the replay here of lap 1.
So that's Murphy. Just losing traction as he popped over the crest there.
Yeah, I mean he was behind Kelly. He got it hooked up and managed to get more grip and got past him, and then next corner it all was gone.
Yeah, and this is Steve Pepper then. Is this what happened to him? Yeah. Oh, locking it up under braking.
Narrowly avoided Forrester there.
Yeah, and only one McLaren, obviously, as we say. Oh, yes. Oh, Sloots, did he make contact there with the
wing? Yeah, I saw bits flying off the stricken car behind him.
Yeah. So Miller 1.5 seconds ahead of Kelly. Can Malarin do anything back there in 3rd? He's currently 3 seconds back now.
Fuel's quite restricted here, so drivers are going to be thinking about if they want to do a flat out 3-stop or if they want to start now fuel saving to try and eke out to do a 2-stop. Tyres here are not really a factor. Both tyres are pretty good, but for once the softs are preferred, I think, by most, if not all, drivers.
Yeah, I think so. Certainly in practice, the hard tyre felt very sketchy and not the best way to learn the track. Yeah, James Pepper round. That's in between turn 1 and 2. We've got Winslade in P4, then under attack from Stephen Maxwell from the Wizards. That's a cool camel going slowly on the pit straight there.
Yep, just keeping it away. So Winslade almost on the podium, but also leading bronze.
Yeah.
Murphy's getting the fastest lap as he's trying to make his way up through the field. His next target is Meesters, who's just over a second ahead of him.
Yeah, it's got to be a good opportunity for Winslade to get a podium. He sort of collects them every now and again, doesn't he? A fluky one, but this is the first opportunity this season.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's head of the silver field at the moment.
Yeah, true. Looking up all the apex, a little lock up there on the right hand side of the car. See Chowcraft back there as well with Philip Miles. And Rich Meester's up there in 8th. Look, he's doing very well.
Indeed.
Leader of the Camels now by a long way with James and Steve's unfortunate incidents.
Still no sign of No Slots, No Glory teammate.
No. Well, we saw Russell at Spa, didn't we? We haven't seen him since then. Hopefully he comes back soon. See out the season.
And so much elevation changes here, isn't it?
Oh, it's nuts. It's an absolute roller coaster, like you say.
I was going to say, hopefully we get some onboards as we now go on board with Murphy.
Nice.
Is he going to get past here?
And that corner's quite funny.
Back.
He's thinking about it at least.
I think that's distraction tactics, if anything.
Yeah. I mean, Rich is trying to put pressure on Miles ahead of him.
Approaching that chicane you were mentioning.
Yeah, you wouldn't really want to go side by side into here.
Lockups everywhere.
Yeah, lots of smoke.
Flat through here. Try to. Again, this is probably not a place to pass. It's so fast.
Oh, that's really risky, yeah, but he's showing the nose, trying to unsettle Rich here. See, Rich is looking quite squirrely. Gets up onto the inside for the final couple of corners. Rich is wide. Now let's get the power down first. All the side by side through the final corner, and what a move by Alex Murphy. That was great driving by the pair of them there. To not make contact.
Yep, safely through.
Yeah, I think Rich got unsettled by Alex showing the nose a couple of times during that sequence. That was really fun.
Yeah, mind games, it's a weapon that the drivers have in their arsenal.
Very true.
Just like blinking or flashing.
Yeah. Larry now 4 seconds away, so he's I think he was very late to start practicing this for this race, wasn't he? So obviously his attention is more on the endurance and sprint championships, to say. Not a big fan of his car, but nice to see him racing it. Here's our race leader Rob Miller then, now over 2 seconds clear of Kelly in second.
Yeah, I'd say he's having a titanic battle with Merrin in the endurance series in the GTP class.
Yeah. And it's such a shame with Don Parker not being here, like you say, so it does help. Oh, that's someone off
That's
there.
Pepper. That's James Pepper again.
Yeah, so with Dom not being here, it just offer Rob the opportunity to scamper home to a win and another big haul of points. He was looking dominant all the way through the build-up to the race, so let's see what happens. Oh, look at that, Maxwell nearly alongside Winslow coming out of the hairpin.
I was going to say, he should be using some push to pass after this chicane, try and see if he can get a move done.
Yeah.
Lockups again, lots of lockups coming out of that chicane.
I think because the car's so stiff, so there must be just wheels hanging in the air and scraping the track and getting more lockups like that.
Murphy's got his next victim.
Yeah, Murphy doing a nice recovery drive here, heading after Philip Miles. Here he comes. So you have to say that Winslade is definitely the cork in the bottle here. There's a proper train forming behind him now. With Mr. Meester's contraction. Wow, look at that move by Murphy. Down the inside in T1. I'm saying it's a fast corner, it's like fourth gear. Miles he's going round the outside of Miles. Got to be very careful there. That corner, the sort of turn 3 crest is blind, like we say, but it's also tighter than you think, and it's very easy to run wide into the grass. Just trying to be a bit lackadaisical.
Yeah, got the move done though, but Miles made him work for it. Held on there.
Did indeed, yeah. Where is Maxwell going to make the move on Winslade? He's definitely being held up now. So do you think Rob now has one hand on the title? We've still got 2 rounds to go, obviously. Montreal and Suzuka.
He'd need bad results, I think, for it to go the other way. So
Yeah.
another Pepper. Which one
That
was that?
Presume that must be Steve not coming through.
James just posted a lap time, so maybe that's James again.
Oh, maybe it was James again, yeah. Yeah, I know Steve has not been a big fan of this car and hasn't got to grips with it, so I know he's very much looking forward to season 11 and the new car. Are we talking about the new car yet?
I think it's going to be a Super Formula Light, but it's not confirmed yet.
I mean that car is it's the antithesis of this, really, with the amount of front grip it has.
I find it very difficult to do any mistakes with it, even when pushing to the absolute limit. So, I mean, that kind of bodes well for racing, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. I really liked the Formula 4 though. I mean, I think that was still a car you could make mistakes with, but it did produce fantastic racing, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. But, we're moving on. Try something else.
Yeah,
a run
I mean,
here.
there is a run here. Down the inside 2, turn 1. Needs to back out of it. He's got Murphy for company as well. Down the
Murphy's
inside.
straight up the inside.
It's getting dangerous for both of them. Into the hairpin we go once again. Also, it's definitely going to be feeling the pressure now. A pair of wizards. He knows he's not as quick as him. That queue is growing. Yeah, Chalcraft now zooming onto the back of the wizards. Maxwell using all the curve. He's gone down the inside into the next chicane. Oh no, he's off the track.
So let's let Murphy past.
Into the wall, yeah. Winslade was braking to give him space and Murphy went straight through. No hesitation at all. Oh,
dear.
Agony for Maxwell there. He knew he had to make the move, but just outbraked himself. Hopefully he can limp it back to the pits.
Yeah, it's not far from there, is it? He should be entering the pits now.
Oh, he is. Yeah, I did actually manage to lose the rear end of the Super Formula, like just going through a flat out corner, so the back end just completely gave up on me. So that might be interesting, depending on our track selection.
Okay.
Whether we can make the rear end give up before the front.
Oh, I tried it at Interlagos and I just hammered around there, not even getting X's, not getting off tracks. It just seemed glued to the road.
Well, that has been the complaint from a number of people, that the car is potentially too glued down. But like you say, I think that could just make a very entertaining racing season.
Yeah, you'd hope so. And Pepper's off again. James, he's gone red.
It's really fallen off his race, considering how fast he was in practice. It's such a shame. But I think this track, I mean, there's no room for like rest, is there?
No, he's coming to the pits now. It's constant. And see, Malari has no caught really.
He has, yeah. Oh, he's looking very engaged, isn't he? Oh, through the triple chicane there, you can see what we're saying there about just trying to get through that corner sequence. Lauren looks like he's shaping up for a move.
Does indeed.
So do we think, did Kelly make a mistake, or is that just Malaren engaging?
No, I think he's been closing the gap the last laps. Oh, who's that? That's Maxwell.
Oh, Maxwell's race is going from bad to worse then. Got a camel coming out of the pits. So the 42 versus the 24. One of these cars is upside down.
Yeah, so probably the Super Formula like the Prime. Although, I don't think we've decided what we're going to do for sprint or endurance.
No.
I think we did offer like an opinion poll for them, and I think it was neck and neck between the GT4 and the TCRs remaining. So I don't know. It's probably no right decision there.
It's hard, isn't it? Because I think so many people have joined. Team Sleet's coming into the pits now. Oh, and he's had an incident. He's looking quite knackered. I think the trouble is as well, we've had so many people join the league because of sprint. It would be a shame to pick a car that might potentially drive them away. So yeah, we have to be a little careful with that. I think maybe the TCR for one more season at least.
Well, we've got to decide who's going to run it first.
Yes.
But yeah, maybe stick it for another year and then we can do something else. Be interested to see how everybody stacks up in the ratings now we've had a full season.
Yeah.
With all the new drivers.
Chalcraft and Miles now ahead of Winslade, look. So.
Yeah, I saw Murphy got past him because of the thing with Maxwell, but I didn't realise that these two had also got past. I don't see what happened.
No, I wonder if he made a mistake or something. He's a couple of seconds back.
Oh, Miller's in the pits.
Yeah, another one of his early stop alternate strategies going on, maybe? Conaway in the pits as well.
Yeah, Kelly and Malari have gone past. Oh, Pepper and both Peppers just went red.
Oh no!
They're both in the pits.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Their evening going from bad to worse then. So Miller in early, like we say. See what we can do. Now behind Winslow.
Yep, that's one pit stop out the way.
You say, so a limited fuel, so either a 2-stop with saving or a 3-stop Banzai run.
Yeah, I mean, Miller stopped quite early, so he might go on a 3-stop here.
He is starting to pick his way through the traffic. First car will be Winslade. I mean, I think Miller's looked so dominant through practice and things, I wouldn't be surprised if he'd be able to win the race in either strap. Whereas most of the others will have to think quite
He's done
carefully.
it before, didn't he, at Phillip Island?
Yeah.
Nobody else was on the same strat as him that finished anywhere near the top.
True, yeah. So here's Kelly in. Caraway just... Oh, look, Winslade going into the pits. That unleashes Miller. It's a tricky old pit lane entry. We've got lots of drivers in then. Chowcraft, Miles, Winslade and Meesters all in now.
Well, Waring is past Kelly.
Oh, sneaky. So what happened with the pits then? That Kelly got jumped?
Seems so, yeah. So everyone else making it safe through. Looks like Forrest is going the longest of anyone.
Which is funny because obviously Chris White away on holiday at the moment. He should be back soon, but he's always the one in Prime and the McLaren team who does seem to always have an extra lap in his pocket compared to everyone else. Oh, and a speeding in the pit lane penalty for Miller.
So he'll have 3 laps to serve that.
Yeah, but that is going to really change the complexion of this race because he's not 15 seconds. Well, I mean, how long is the total time, including the pit stop? That's going to be a long old pause.
Yeah.
He sets the fastest lap of the race, look. Obviously not representative times for Malaren and Kelly as they've just made their stops. Murphy recovering up to P4 now. Got a replay here.
Oh yeah, this was Tiemann just blocking it because the wing. And here's Kelly's pit stop and Malaren's pit stop.
Oh, he just didn't trigger this.
Slightly too left there.
Yeah, at least he didn't have to reverse and fool around like that.
No, but obviously that's cost him. We would inherit the lead from these positions if once Miller's gone into the pits.
Oh, he's going to be kicking himself. I was saying earlier about Winslade and his occasional lucky podium of the season, but normally it's Kelly these days looking for a win or two a season.
Yeah, if he's lucky.
Former champion, obviously. Comes Forrester in. So the McLaren drivers in Winslade always seem to be around about each other's pace. Except we saw Forrester he was super fast at Spa. And it looks like Winslade's got the measure of him this round. Be interesting to see what happens when we get to Montreal.
Indeed. Yeah, that's quite a tough track. It's all walls, isn't it?
It is,
Curbs
yeah.
and bumps and walls.
But then the straights are longer though, so certainly longer than here though, so you get a bit of a rest and a respite on the straights compared.
Oh, have you done any laps though?
Yes.
I was going to say that it's so bad on cold tyres for shaking of the wheel.
It's horrendous, yeah. It's a nightmare.
Oh, a tip: use the Barber setup.
Yes, I saw the post actually. I might have to try that.
It's quicker. It's quicker than the Montreal setup.
Yeah, I've only run the Montreal setup so far. So, lap 18 then. We see Miller on just entering the pit lane service penalty. Then we've got Millar here who's just coming into the final complex. So he will inherit the race lead. Kelly is going to inherit second place. There's Miller trundling down the pits, service penalty. And that'll put Murphy up onto the podium.
Yeah, recovered all the way from the back to third.
Yeah.
So Miller stopped, and then they will count for 15 seconds. Murphy with the fastest lap.
Well, so Millar has just put a lap on Forrester. Did not expect to see that.
Yeah, it looked like he'd had some offs.
Just it's quite interesting to watch. Millar's
really
progress
pushing.
here. Yeah. You can really carry some speed up over that little crest there, but you just gotta hope and pray the track is where you left it on the other side of the hill.
Miller's exit, that seemed a lot more than 15
Well,
seconds.
You've got the in and out stop time, haven't you?
Yeah,
As
but he's
well
been
as
sat there he was sat there when Malaren started this lap, and he's only just got going again.
Good point. Yeah, that is very long.
So, I mean, yeah,
He's
he's
a
a minute
behind.
down. So let's see. I mean, can he catch Meisters? He's only got Maxwell a second behind him.
Yeah. So what battles have we got left then? So we've got Chowcraft and Miles. They're not too far. Well, Caraway's having a little adventure on the loud pedal there. Yeah, so Chowcraft and Miles potentially they could be fighting. Winslade's 4 seconds back, but we've seen it doesn't quite have the pace of them. Can Meisters catch up to Winslade to have a battle for bronze win? Who else? Maxwell is a few seconds behind Miller. And everyone else a lap or more down now, unfortunately. Looking at Kelly, he's 5 seconds now behind Milaren. I wonder if he can close that gap down.
Similar lap times. That lap and Murphy. Well, they're like 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field, at least. So for Miller.
That's the other thing I'm really looking forward to next season. Actually, is we'll have a whole season of L rating under our belts, and we'll see the splits become even better and more balanced. And I think that's just going to make the racing even more exciting.
Yeah, I say we had a number of new joiners, so they couldn't really be ranked. So that it reduced it because I mean Merrin did historically run the L rating from the first season. But obviously, a lot of people have joined or didn't do enough races to be ranked yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Miller smashes the fastest lap.
That is crazy quick. I can't. I mean, he was literally racing himself here. So to get that speeding penalty is unbelievably bad.
Yeah. 3 seconds a lap on Meisters there. 10 laps, and that'll be that lead caught up over. Yeah, so he's gonna see how much he can make up, though. He could do it. He could get past maybe Meisters and Winslade, maybe Miles.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a chance of getting up to around P5. Yeah.
To see whether he's going to make still 2 more stops, and they've got 1 more stop maybe. So we'll see. See how many more he does.
Yeah, we assume based on the first stops that everyone else is running the 2-stopper.
It's less than a minute now off the lead. Watch that come down.
Yeah.
So, good showing for Chalcraft. Miles. Winstead still leading bronze. Meesters in second. And I believe the other two have now given up and are out. And we've got Forrester in third.
Yeah, big shame for the Peppers. Yeah, Chalcroft's had a pretty eventful season. Just hasn't really gone his way, has it? So nice to see him having a strong showing here. And Miles, too. Was it Miles at Interlagos who qualified an astonishing place on the grid, and then he spanned multiple times?
Possibly. That was the start of the season, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Long time ago.
Yeah. No Giao Tome here as well, actually. Obviously, I think it's fair to say that he'd be comfortably in the lead of bronze and probably in this battle for the lead of the race. He's really been the nearly man of this season and nearly getting a win. Kelly's holding that lead at that sort of 4. Oh, he's nibbling away at it, isn't he? 3 tenths faster that lap.
Yeah, Murphy and Kelly both pulling Malari in that lap.
Caraway in the pits now. Oh, I think that might be the end of his evening.
Yep, he's showing us out as well.
Yeah. Well, let's hope he comes back for Montreal.
Here is
Gives it another go. Yeah. They're 5 seconds clear of Meesters. So he's getting. It's going to be a lonely race then because he can't catch up to Miles ahead of him. And if Meesters isn't going to give him a run.
I don't know what times are Miles doing compared to Wednesday.
I don't know, he's there. He's not that far ahead, is he?
So we're over halfway now. Malari 9:05, Kelly 9:03.
It's Murphy,
Murphy 9:1.
So he's not really doing enough, is he, Murphy?
We still have 21 laps left, so...
Yeah, but at 2 or 3 tenths a lap, it's not quite enough.
Interesting. Guess it depends on the tyres as well. How much they're gonna cook the tyres.
Well, you were saying earlier
think
that
about the fuel.
you felt like both tyres are pretty stable. You can see like Winslade there is now on the hard tyre, starting on the softs.
Yeah, I can't remember actually what the leaders run.
Let's see when we cut to them next.
Yes, Miller's now within 10 seconds of Meesters. Yeah, on the charge.
Maxwell's back in the pits. And only 11 cars left. It's really been a race of attrition. Another 2 tenths. Oh, look at that. And Murphy back into the 8s.
Yeah, it's not quite Long Beach, but it's pretty bad.
I love Long Beach now. I used to hate it, but I'm a real convert, I must admit.
Just ridiculous.
When it was the last time it was Formula Ford, and it was Formula Ford was there and the officials, and I think I must have done that track 12. I did about 12 official races. It was stupid that week. I loved it. It's just brilliant fun.
So you try and join officials quite often, don't you? Have you been doing any officials lately? Or?
I've been doing the Legends, which is the Legends Road Series. Is really good fun.
I've been trying to join the Llamas on Wednesdays doing the TCR.
Nice. How are your results been?
I got like a second at Oran Park,
Very good.
but I was in the split below the one that they were in.
Right.
And it was wet actually. It was a damp track that dried out, or was mostly dried out by the end.
Mm.
So it's quite fun.
Because obviously our last, we did that Legends race at Scuba 1000, didn't we? Which was, it was good fun, but I think because of the track, it kind of masked just how bad the tyre wear is in that car. Because even on a 10-lap race, by the end of, lap 6 or 7, the tyres are completely cooked, and you've got to be really careful. It does make it really exciting to drive. Oh, look at that on the graphic at the bottom there. Winslade is catching Miles, so we could be heading to a little battle here. I wrote it off that it's... Yeah, he's getting there.
See him there.
2 seconds. There he is.
Talking about gaps, Kelly just took a second out Malarin there.
Yeah, and I've noticed that well, look at that. Yeah, crazy. Malarin has been blinking red a bit, so he is using his cookies and getting an off track here and there. He's got to be careful because, beyond the curb, it's just grass around here, so it does tend to end quite messily when you go on the grass.
Well, we saw what happened to Maxwell.
Yes, indeed, yeah. Here is Kelly then. Wow, so this race is really starting to come alive then. Oh, Meester's long showing red. That's not good. I think he had a little excursion there.
Yeah, Rob's only about 2 seconds behind him now.
Yeah, so Sloot's back into the pit lane.
Hopefully he's learnt from his last pit entry.
Yeah. He's just starting to edge under 2 seconds then. We're on board with Alex Murphy. Still 9 seconds.
Another second. Wonder what's happened to Laren.
Yeah.
Okay, so Murphy's on the reds. I think the other two are also on the reds. Murphy also a bad lap. Kelly is currently the quickest of the top 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we should do some more, like just join officials and see what happens.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, the Legends has been... I've really enjoyed the racing, actually. Sebring Club, which I think is the best of the Sebring layouts. Come at me, people. But yeah, I really enjoy it. And in the low-power cars, I did USF was really good around there as well.
I don't think I've raced anything at Sebring other than the standard normal layout.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's good. So... but yeah, it was really fun around there. Also, Cadwell, but it was an unofficial race, unfortunately. Long Beach was really good. It's Oran Park. Okayama Short this week, which is a bit of a blur. But coming up, Oran Park North, which is just the figure 8 bit on the top of the track. It's got a really funny corner going down the hill next to the bridge. So I think that's a very meme-worthy track. Well worth joining the race there. We're looking at Rob Miller in P8 chasing down Meesters in P7. Thought about it through the chicane, backed out of it, but he's got to run now into the big dip.
Yeah, avoid doing what Maxwell did here.
Yeah, you've got to be careful with the corner number in here as well, because it's another of those tracks where they really don't make sense. So like what's showing as turn 1 is turn 1, then you've got turn 2, but that's actually turn 2 and 3, but then they don't count the corner after that. So
they just make it up as they go along.
Yeah, they do. They really do. And then they get bored and then they miss corners and stuff. And it really, really annoys me.
So Meester's getting really squirrely there. Rob's decided he's going for push to pass.
Into the hairpin. Very good place to make the move. On the brakes.
And safely through.
Yeah.
Look, leaders are pitting, although Malarin stayed up.
Here comes Kelly. Let's see if he can... Guy's showing him where to stop this time.
Oh yeah, he's actually stopped on his marks.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Murphy and safely out onto the hard tyres for Kelly then, so he must have gone soft. What's up?
It took a while to get off the pit limiter there. Probably lost himself another couple of seconds. All that time trying to catch up Myron.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Got to work on his pit lane procedures, I guess.
Well, the amount of times during practice where I would go out the pits on hard tyres and come off the limiter and just spin randomly. It was awful. Got Winslade in and Meesters then.
Here's the leader, just avoiding the barrier, locking up at the pit lane limit line.
So that's interesting. So Miles and Chowcraft have stayed out one lap longer. As Winslade made a mistake with his fuel saving. Malaren now into the pits. So we wait to see where Kelly comes out in relation to him. He's into the final sector.
He's got what, 14 laps to do on this last tank?
Yeah, he's probably going to have to do some fuel. He's going to have to do fuel saving, isn't he?
Imagine he won't be the only one.
Yeah. I'm just curious how he got it so wrong compared to Chowcraft and Miles, but
yeah, he's got a heavier right foot, obviously.
Yeah. Here's Stephen Maxwell then.
Oh, that's not what was happening earlier. That's not a copy. That's an original, isn't it?
No, it's the same place though, isn't it?
It's the same place. It's the same kind of thing, but it wasn't.
It wasn't the same.
It wasn't Winslade that he was overtaking.
No. It was Chowcraft, yeah. So Chowcraft and Miles now into the pits. There they are.
Let's see how Winslade has done on this opening lap on his fresh red set of tyres.
Yeah, so they're both out of the pit lane.
And I guess they have to go on the hards.
Yeah, auto fuel got turned off.
At least he's having fuel trouble.
Well, there he is. He stopped and he's out. What a shame.
So he pitted and they didn't put any fuel in.
Yeah, and we've seen that happen once already this season for someone else, which was Winslade at Spa. So an auto refuel issue.
That's a shame. Don't want to have to. Yeah, it's a shame that you get dealt that.
Yeah.
So Malaren's back up to his lead like he had at the start of the last stint.
Yeah. Kelly's got it all to do again.
Kelly and Murphy, yeah, roughly back where they were.
Miller's in the pit lane for what should be his third and final stop.
Yep, he'll make it to the end now, so assuming he doesn't get any more penalties in the pit lane.
Is he going to get jumped? So here comes Chowcraft then into the final couple of corners. No, Miller's now rolling again. No, actually I think Chowcraft's going to make it part. He has, yeah. Chowcraft's through then.
Yeah, Miller had a pit lane box near the end, didn't he?
Yeah, Miles and Winslade back also through then. And Miles and Winslade are within a second of each other now, so we have got a little race on our hands for P5.
We have. Leader's coming down as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kelly's just eating some of that gap. Look at that, 8 tenths.
Yep, and Murphy similar. Might see these three together towards the end.
Yeah, could do. Yeah, Chowcroft's definitely broken free of Miles though. Those two were inseparable for the first sort of stint, I would say.
Yep, now a bit of a lonely race. Same for Murphy.
Yeah. Has Maxwell got his wing repaired again? I saw him take it off again.
Well, they can replace those, can't they? They can just
they can,
slot
yeah,
them off and put a new one on.
Oh, yeah, very true. Personal best for Miles, 4 tenths slower for Winslade that lap. Sloop's now up to 9th, courtesy of Maxwell and Meester's misfortunes. Yeah, it's a shame the numbers have been so small.
Sorry, Karen.
No, I was going to say, it's a shame the numbers have been so small. I would have liked to have seen how a bigger field would have coped with trying to make some moves on this track.
Yeah, it would have been nice. I say it's just, I guess, people not really owning it. It's like,
Yeah.
I've never raced here before.
But you'll do it again.
Yeah, I've got the track now, I guess.
What were you going to talk about?
I was going to say I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to do in the off-season. What kind of fun races we might get.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think there's a few people with some... Is it Mr. Ettridge and...
Mr. Stott has got some ideas, and then I think, was it Lawrence as well? Also had some plans that he wanted to put forward.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
And Ledge. So that's 3 groups of people that can do some race hosting.
Yeah, nice to see the Ledge up in the Lake District, wasn't it?
Well, it's nice to see everybody up in the Lake District.
Yeah, it was a really fun weekend. If you missed out, see you at the next LOA weekend next year.
Yeah, it'd be good to continue that tradition.
Absolutely, yeah, I'll do one a year. Be your neck of the woods though next year.
Next one past Sloots there. Sloots went
Yeah.
wide. Yeah, maybe a bit further south. So you don't have to travel so far.
I think Midland's next one, and then we'll do something sort of in the south of the country for 26, and then we'll go back up north again. Maybe we'll do a foreign one every few years as well.
Yeah, see what the appetite's like for meats. See if we get more people next time.
I think it will grow. It's going to be hard to try and find lodges like that where because that was super cheap, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then I guess like if you do like when we went to Le Mans and we did the Airbnb, it worked out not bad at all because there's so many of you. It's a big property. Get a lot of people in it. It works out quite cheap.
That's cool. Excellent. Right on the back of Philip Miles here. Just under 10 laps to make the move.
No, he's on the softs as well. So they're both softs. I didn't see if Philip was running the hards earlier.
I can't understand where's his pace gone. He was absolutely flying ahead of Winslade for the first half of the race, and now he's struggling to
is he watching his fuel gauge and worrying as well? Maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Miller's only 3 seconds behind Winslade here.
Yes. This could be a battle for 6th and 7th for these two then. 109's for them, 110 for Winslade, 108 for Miller. Sloots back
Sloots in again. He only just came in.
It seems like we've got a race for who's going to come last, and they're all trying to get it.
Let's see who can do the most pit stops.
Yeah. 12 for Forrester, that's a leisurely lap, shall we say?
Yeah. Murphy is pushing hard. How many laps to go? Just the 8.
No. Kelly's still 4 seconds back from Malaran, so he must be kicking himself for those 2 pit lane errors, because that would have been...
Malaran's going to sneak a win by the looks of it, but got a way to go yet. He's not averse to chucking it off the track.
And it's in a car he hates, so yeah. Maybe
he says that because he hasn't done any well with it.
Yeah, probably start saying I love the colour. I don't know. Now this is going to be quite interesting because obviously we can see Winslade is slower than Miller.
Everyone's saying Miller.
Yeah, he's got an opportunity to get past Miles. So is it going to be better for him to let Miller through and not sort of battle him, and then just hope Miller dispatches Miles ahead of him and then they can carry on their fight?
Yeah, I would say so. If he starts trying to defend, then he's going to lose time to Miles.
Yeah. See how sensible he is with it.
I say we don't know the state of his push to pass, how much he's got left, so it might not be a battle anyway. Miller might just push to pass straight past.
Very true, yeah. I mean, the speed differential between the two is not going to be much of a choice on Winslow's part anyway, so this is all Miller.
I don't know if that's accurate, it says 110 on his wheel there, so we'll see. Didn't use any down that straight at least.
No.
Oh, here we are. We're using it now and it's going down.
Doesn't get it done. Well, he's got two cars to focus on here, which does make it... Can't just send it in if the other car's there. Feels like he was able to get on the power much quicker there. Gets the car settled quicker.
Struggling in that dirty air.
Yeah.
But it's Winslade that dips the tyre on the grass.
Yeah, I've gone off track there, haven't it? Ooh, runs wide again.
He goes for the push to pass this time. Didn't bother last lap. Basically sat about this gap behind for a lap, so
And the sleet's
progress
coming out the
halted for
pits.
now. Yep, keeps out of the way as he's 2 laps down. Oh, here we go again. More push to pass, great exit.
Yeah, much earlier on the push pass up time. Easy move.
Yeah, and Winslade I don't think lost any time in that.
No. No, it didn't look like it, did it? Forrester, another 112. I think he's going to be quite glad to see the back of this combo.
To get him in the interview box.
Yeah. Five laps to go then. Gap still 4 seconds at the front. Murphy's chipping away to Kelly.
Yeah, slowly coming down.
It is.
Oh, Miller's
Here comes
already
Miller.
on miles.
Yeah. Oh, into T1. Brave stuff. Lovely. I think Miles was very accommodating there though. Made sure
He
they
was.
both came out the corner safely. So there's 1.4 between Winslade and Miles now. Let's see how the gamble's paying off then.
Sloots has caught up.
Yeah. He's had a bit of an adventurous race, hasn't he, unfortunately?
I think he's been in the pits about 10 times.
He has, yeah. And in the pit wall.
Yeah, here's our leader. Don't really see much of him.
No, he's having a bit of a... Well, he's lost a little time to Kelly, look, but I think he can afford to be careful now. Oh, Miles and wobbly left, he lost 6/10. Was that the pass from Miller, presumably?
Yeah, I'd guess so. Alex is really closing now.
Our reigning champion.
Yeah, he's pushing.
Saying he's not going to be able to complete a whole season next season, unfortunately, in any of our series with his increased karting commitments next season, so that's a big shame.
No, you give someone else a chance to win. He'll still come and show up occasionally and just show everybody how it's done.
I don't know, I mean, Miller's got the taste of, if Miller gets the trophy this time, then it might unlock something.
Ah, he's already fast enough, he's won so many races.
He has, but it's just that he's always something. I mean, like today, something's gone wrong, isn't it? And he's now in 5th place when he should be probably half a lap ahead of everyone.
I say Murphy just switched to GT3s and he won his first race.
Mm.
in endurance, and and then last season he didn't show up for most of it, and then he tried the GT3 and put it on pole. Sorry, GTP. Is it GTP or was it the LMP2? I think it's the LMP2. Yeah, tried the LMP2 and straight away put it on pole.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be interested if we go back to LMP3 GT4. That could be quite interesting. I love the LMP3. It's a fabulous car. Love the noise.
No decisions yet. We've got some time. We've got Christmas.
I mean, trouble is though, I mean, we'll go to the LMP3 and even if we went to Magna all the quick guys will now be in the car. And I'm still like annoyed about missing out on those 2 wins at Magna last season.
You know who to blame.
Yeah, the guy who's currently race leader here. And then if the computer hang in race 2, should have been a double.
Well, at least your VR didn't glitch.
Yeah, I like sounds. Yeah.
You got some stick for that.
It did indeed, yeah. Right, 2 laps to go then. Wow, there's a big slide from Winslow there towards the grass. He's pushing hard, isn't he?
You have to wait ages to get on the power. Murphy's close within a second now with Kelly.
Yeah, I feel like the tyres are... Oh, look at that. Miles is really struggling for grip there.
They're both struggling.
How much push past Winslow got?
Loads.
Loads.
I think he's only used about 18 seconds of 200.
Well, maybe... I think that kind of shows us where he's at then with his fuel, because I don't think he... I mean...
Oh!
Considering how close he is... No. But considering how close he is, he should be using it. So maybe he hasn't got enough fuel. Oh, that's a rubbish exit there. That's not going to help your cause. Murphy right on the back of Kelly now. We've got a battle for P2. White
Final
flag.
lap.
Here we go then. What's Murphy got left? And Kelly, hang on. He's already ruined the mistake for what cost him P1.
Murphy's using it. He's almost used it all.
And he's second gear in the hairpin as well. Interesting.
Here we go again. More push to pass.
Winslow right on the back of Miles. And we've got Murphy right on the back of Kelly. We've got 2 cool battles here, but just too little too late maybe.
I was going to say, like, they could have had these battles at separate times, seeing as we had a bit of a lull, rather than having them at the same time, so we can't concentrate on one. Just unreasonable. So inconsiderate of these drivers.
Awful people.
So this is Malarin's going to take the win.
Congratulations then to Malarin picking up the victory at Barber Motorsports Park. Here comes Kelly for P2 and Alex Murphy for P3. Meanwhile then, here it is into the hairpin for the final time. Well, they're both going super wide. It's Miles versus Winslade, and here is Miller on the back of Chowcraft.
I can't believe he caught Chowcraft.
No,
I dismissed it earlier. I didn't even say anything.
He said he'd get Miles, but he didn't realise he'd threaten Chowcraft as well. Incredible stuff. So another battle on the final tour.
I'm just happy I made it through.
Well, we have a few too, Rich, man. That's good stuff. P10 for him.
Other than unchecking auto fuel, it was an uneventful race.
Oh, that was a good battle there at the end.
It was, and it
Ben
looks
just
like
hanging on.
Miles is just ahead of Winslade at the line.
Oh my god, look at the gap.
0.2 of a second.
They both did 1/10. So there's our silver winner. Congratulations to...
That's Murphy.
That's Murphy's
You,
car. But
bucket of fuel
congratulations to
saving
Miles for
myself.
the victory. And
I spent it
Winslade
on fuel
picking up
nap
Gareth
3,
Winslade,
but
picking
I
up the
was,
bronze win.
unfortunately, when I went into the pits the second time, I forgot and accidentally unchecked my fuel, so I ran out of gas and had to tow.
Oh no.
Lots of drivers having woes.
Yeah, indeed. So Tourmalarin picks up the victory ahead of Gavin Kelly and Alex Murphy. Then we have Ben Chalcraft and Rob Miller with a super little fight towards the end there. Philip Miles and Gareth Winslade. Stephen Maxwell, Chris Forrester, Rich Meesters and Team Sleuths, the last car running. Carrie Conaway, Steve Pepper, James Pepper, all retiring, and Blake Toby, a DNS due to being too drunk. Championship standings, then you can see there that Rob has increased his lead at the top over Don Parker with 2 rounds to go. Gavin Kelly jumping up into P3 in the championship, and Joe Tome falling away as he missed the race. Then we've got Stephen Maxwell, Alex Murphy, Blake Toby, Ben Chalcraft, Philip Miles, Chris White in P10. Team and Sleuths on the same points look. Then Rich Meesters, David Ward, Gareth Winslade, Chris Forrester, Russell Bright, Pavel Kuzmarek, Steve Pepper, Daniel Bond and Tourmalarin rounding out top 20. Stupid Aguri still on top in the championships for the teams, ahead of Wizards Fire Ruby and the A-Team down in 3rd. Minardi Simsport moving up 1 ahead of Formulama. Then we've got the Claret, No Slicks No Glory pinging up 1, Wizards Rose Gold up 1. Nebulama down 2 with David Ward not racing this time. Cool Camel Racing Blue, Cool Camel Racing Green there.
Oh, it's a good track. It's a shame there wasn't so many cars.
Yeah, but coming up next time, Montreal with lots of long straights and big braking zones into those all-important chicanes. I think we are going to see a barnstormer of a race. Hope we see lots of cars on track for that one. Just a reminder of our socials then, and don't forget to come over to the Discord and say hi. Please do hit the like button on the video and subscribe if you haven't. See you later, Jools.
See you later.